This news update is brought to you by...
So, I'm meeting Rico later. Gotta check in with the girls, but first, let me check my usage on the MyLime app. Now, what should I wear? Hashtag sexy. He's here.
Welcome to the Barbados Today evening update for Friday, June 19th. So glad you can join us. I'm Frenella Wedderburn. Topping the news at this hour, the 12 p.m. deadline for the Barbados Investment and Development Corporation to resend termination letters issued to 13 employees on Tuesday passed without any action. And now a disappointed National Union of Public Workers is contemplating its next move. The state company sent the workers into early retirement as part of a restructuring exercise, but the union charges that the terminations are illegal. Acting NUPW General Secretary Roslyn Smith tells Barbados Today the union has summoned a meeting of its National Council next week to determine its response. Alarming, that's how the Umbrella Congress of Trade Unions and Staff Associations is describing the new tax measures announced in this week's budget. In a statement today, CTUSAB said it was inconceivable that in a contracted economy where there is evidence of an increasing high level of unemployment, inflation and trending poverty, the government has inflicted further pressure on Barbadians at this time. It is especially concerned about the impact of the budget on the working class, particularly public sector workers who have not had a salary increase since 2009. CTUSAB also zeroed in on the plight facing property owners, pointing out that in addition to the environmental levy and the controversial municipal solid waste tax, they are now faced with an increase in land taxes. CTUSAB also expressed dismay over the government's planned removal of personal allowances, which the working class population enjoyed under income tax benefits. The decision by a group of European Union member states to blacklist Barbados as a non-cooperative tax jurisdiction has been condemned by the premier international body for ensuring the implementation of the global agreement standards of transparency and exchange of information in the tax area. In a letter circulated to its members, including the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development today, head of the Global Forum on Transparency and Exchange of Information for Tax Purposes, Monica Baishtia, suggested that the EU states in question were wrong in their assessment of Barbados. On Wednesday, the European Union Commission published the list which was drawn up by 12 of its member states, identifying 30 non-cooperative tax jurisdictions and naming Barbados among 15 in the Caribbean who they say are guilty. But International Business Minister Donville Innes tells reporters that Barbados is on solid ground. He says he will be taking steps to have Barbados' name removed from the list.
Matters like these that have reared their head in the last 2 days will also be addressed by my communicating directly with the EU Commission on this matter. I've already had a conversation with the EU Ambassador to Barbados and the Eastern Caribbean, Ambassador His Excellency Michael Barfoot, and the EU Commissioner's Office would have issued a press release on this matter yesterday, which I had sight of. But notwithstanding that, I've had a conversation with the Ambassador, to which I made it abundantly clear the position that Barbados has taken, how unfair we think that this release has been, how much damage it can cause to us. We are not prepared to roll over and play dead on this. We also will engage directly in a very bilateral manner with those countries that have placed Barbados on their list to ensure that they are aware of the consequences of their actions, but more importantly, to endeavor to have Barbados removed from that list.
Come next term, there will be a new policy on the use of cell phones in schools. Word of this from Education Minister Ronald Jones, who made it clear this won't involve any wanton use of the technology. Jones says it's a contradiction to ban students from using cell phones in classrooms while teachers have been using their devices in front of the children. He contends that children must not be shut away from the technology, but it should be allowed for educational purposes with built-in controls. Fresh video of reckless driving by a minibus driver circulating on Facebook has evoked a strong response from the chairman of the Alliance of Owners of Public Transport Operators. The vehicle en route to Speightstown, St. Peter, can be seen rocking wildly from side to side. Roy Raphael says he fully supports reckless drivers losing their licenses, a call recently made by Transport Minister Michael Lashley. Raphael said such incidents are unacceptable and unjustifiable. On Tuesday, June 9, a van overturned along Nursery Drive, the city, injuring 21 people, including close to a dozen school children. A recent meeting of the Joint Committee of the Owners and Operators of Public Transport called for talks with the Transport Authority to discuss the issue and other concerns.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Be spontaneous and creative. Enter the BT Crossover Superstar competition. Pen your lyrics, create your video for your chance to be the first online monarch with over $15,000 in cash and other prizes. For full details, log on to Facebook/BarbadosToday.bb.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Secure your future, be financially strong. Since 1983, we have been there for you. A smart range of products, great tax benefits. We're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. Humble beginnings to smart loans, smart savings. Save smart and borrow smarter. That's the move for me. Stability, prosperity. We're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union.
Turning to regional happenings, a send-off fit for a king. Regional and international dignitaries and Dominicans from all walks of life celebrated the life of former President Nicholas Liverpool as he was laid to rest this evening. Glowing tributes were paid at a packed funeral service at the Grand Roman Bay Catholic Church. Bishop Gabriel Malzale, who presided over the service, says Dr. Liverpool was a man of excellence.
I was always amazed at the ease with which he unraveled a topic and the clarity with which he did so, with no fuss or anxiety. When I think of Dr. Liverpool, I see a man who sought to resolve all conflicts with this tremendous God-given gift of the mind. People of such caliber teach us that fist fighting is a thing of the mentally weak and of cowards.
On the world scene in the U.S., gripping moments in a Charleston court as the suspected gunman linked to the fatal shooting of 9 churchgoers made his first court appearance. 21-year-old Dylan Roth, charged with 9 counts of murder and gun possession, appeared before Magistrate James Gosnell. He barely spoke, only answering a few questions from the judge. Anguished family members were allowed to make a brief statement, but through it all, Roth was blank. And that's our evening update, but you can join us again first thing Monday morning. In the meantime, log on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribe to our e-paper, our email updates, and like us on Facebook. You can also catch us on Izumi Media in bus terminals or screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. We're also on Channel 101 on Lime TV and Mix 96.9 FM. I'm Fernella Wedderburn. Have a fabulous weekend.